Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Veronica Keene, channeling Montague Keene, September 23, 2018. The cabal is so terrified of what Mr. Trump might do, that they attack him from every angle. In doing so, they expose themselves big time. All it has taken was for one man to stand up to them, and refuse to be part of their evil plans. You have waited a long time for such a man to come forward. He is your hope for survival on Earth. The cabal has been planning for years to rid the world of 90% of you. They use vaccination, drugs, contamination of your food and water, and you know how successful they have been. They have proved ruthless in carrying out your destruction. They carried out their evil plans in front of your noses while blinding you to what they were doing. You have been so easily led. They tell you it is good for you and you fall for it every time. What will it take for you to wake up and see for yourselves what the cabal is doing to you? Wake up and face the facts. You have blindly walked into one trap after another. Some of you are even happy to do the cabal's dirty work for them. It makes you feel important, when in fact, you are pathetic. Self-respect is important. You are a soul residing in a human body whilst on earth for this incarnation. You will answer for everything negative you have engaged in while here. It will all be laid bare before you. There is no escape. You will answer for your actions. Nothing can be hidden in the afterlife. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can, through your intentions, create a better life for all. The cabal, through the banks and the use of drugs through covert means, and through constant threats, has kept you in stress, struggling to survive. You are drowning in stress in a world of plenty. Why, how can this be? Because you foolishly believe everything told to you by the cabal and their TV and press, instead of using your own innate intelligence to see what they are doing. Why, knowing what you know about them, do you still look up to them and believe what they tell you? Wake up! Your very survival depends on it. If you brought children into the world, it is your duty to protect and care for them. Know that all you ever learned about history is totally false. Yet you allow your precious children to be taught those same lies in order to condemn them to the same misery as you have had to endure. Have you ever given this serious thought, or are you happy that this process of lies and deception continues? No, is such a simple but important word, and until you learn to say it, you are condemned to continue this slavery, generation after generation. Is this what you really want? Ireland is a perfect example of this. Have you ever given this any thought at all? Instead of attacking your own kind, look at those who set out to get rid of you, useless eaters. This is how they see you. They have said so. At their satanic celebrations, they abuse and kill your children, while you turn a blind eye to it all, frightened to look in case you may have to do anything about it. Mr. Trump is the first head of state ever to deal with this situation. He is rescuing the children and prosecuting the pedophiles. Protecting innocent children is very important to Mr. Trump. He shows great courage in doing this. He is the first in history to set out to protect the children. We, on this side of life, are 100% with him on this. Pedophiles run your world. They fear that this will be made public. They fear exposure. Those of you who are not pedophiles should be on your knees thanking Mr. Trump for protecting the children. Those who scream the loudest against Mr. Trump are those who have the most to hide. There are those, of course, who are paid to condemn him. The TV and press journalists should be ashamed of themselves. What else are they prepared to do for money? They are to be pitied, as one day, they will answer for their actions that have put children's lives at risk. Deal direct with the source/God. You do not need a middleman to do this for you. This was a lie, introduced to you by religion. Humanity dealt directly with God, before religion reared its ugly head. Religions took over humanity with their satanic rituals, the drinking of blood, and the eating of flesh. You do not need religion. You will never need religion. When you step away from it, the relief is tremendous. Free at last to live life without the restrictions of religion. Free to see and live life as it should be lived, not as you were instructed to live it. Free to be closer to your Creator, to look forward to reuniting with him/her when your life on earth ceases. I chose not to belong to any religion. I died free of all restrictions, to return to all that is, so that I can continue my work. I can highly recommend it. Please give this some serious thought. Life as you know it is changing. The battle is fierce, good against evil. The cabal plans to kill 90% of you, so they can take over your world for themselves alone. The cabal has been planning this for almost 2,000 years. They are angry that Mr. Trump would dare to prevent their plans from succeeding. Your survival is in your own hands. Handle it with care. May I personally thank J.K. in Kerry, Ireland. She is a remarkable young lady. She reached out to my dear wife. Both Veronica and I are grateful to her for her kindness. My dear, pneumonia is never easy to cope with. It is debilitating and it takes time to recover. Please take care. The attacks are cabal instigated, by puppets looking for attention, whose own lives have been unremarkable. We know who we are, and why we continue to fulfill our life's purpose. Forever at your side. Your adoring, Monty. News about Dave. Dave has asked me to remind you that he is not allowed to have hard-backed books. The books must not have any bookmarks or contain any money. Should you wish to send him money to buy toiletries, food, etc., then it must be done through the prison authorities. He is not allowed to have cash. He always asks that I thank you on his behalf, and ask you to remember him in your prayers, as he remembers you in his. Contact details. Dave McCann. MJ03, APOD 11. Booking number, 162-1184. Prisoner ID, 707-6771. P.O. Box 872. Fresno, California 93712 USA. Website, The Montague Keene Foundation.